Hi, my name is Shannon. I also go by Shay, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're going to be talking about Saturn in Virgo from 2037 to 2039 because I am doing a series, a binge series for an informational bank of astrology and what is to come. I'm really excited about this topic. I can't wait to share it with you. I've got a lot of terminology I'm going to go over that I haven't gone over before. And some of this terminology, at some point I may refer back to this video and be like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, welcome. So, Saturn in Virgo starts in 2037, and so for those of you who don't know or haven't been watching, and even for some of those who have been watching, Saturn is Father Time. That's right. And it's seriousness, it's logistics, it is stamina and consistency and regularity and stability, like everything that's you can count on Saturn. Virgo, this is a great place for Saturn to be because Virgo is an earth sign. It's also a mutable sign. For those of you who don't know, mutable signs are they don't want to rock the boat in astrology. There's three different types. There's cardinal, which is the leaders and the dominant signs. Fixed, which is the stubborn signs. And mutable, which is the let's slip it under the rug signs. Virgo is a mutable sign. Virgo is also considered the virgin, which at this point in the zodiac and in the real world, if you're a virgin, you're very rare. And it's kind of always been that case. But especially because this sign, basically is a woman in her 20s. So that's what you contribute that to. Virgo rules the digestive tract and the nervous system. Things for thought. Moving on, the reason I'm so excited about this time period is because at the very end, like what's pictured on the thumbnail, which I'm going to need everybody to rag on my thumbnails because they're terrible. And I know they're terrible, but they're bad. So please call me out about it. And I'm going to continue to work on making them better because they're so bad and I just don't care. Saturn in Virgo, I'm going to focus, is just a great place to be because Virgos are very particular and precise and just right, but they're like the masters of criticism. They are brutally honest, but in the sweetest way. They're nice about it, but they're mean people. Anyhow, I do have a bias against Virgos if you've been watching my videos. I have a bias against most signs just because I don't like most people, so maybe it's me. It probably is me. But this time period I'm really excited about because earth signs are finally going to catch a break. We're finally going to catch a breath of fresh air, and it's a long time coming. But there is going to be what is called an inconjunct. This is another piece of terminology I'm about to describe to you. An inconjunct is when a planet is not in direct opposition with it, but just one sign off. So for example, Virgo's direct opposite is Pisces. So a inconjunct is either going to be Aquarius, which is where Pluto is, which is the inconjunct, or Aries, which Neptune is in Aries, but it changes signs during this season of Saturn towards the end, which I'm really excited about. I will share with you. I just have so much to cover, and it's this time period is finally, things have caught up. And the reason I wanted to talk about the image, the thumbnail, and I don't know if you've ever seen the video. If you haven't, please say something in the comments, and with enough people pushing me for it, if you don't know what it is, I'll find it and post it. But we are finally at least going to understand quantum layering and interdimensional layering we're pretty well going to understand that scientifically. Now it's a matter of what are we doing with it. And I believe that the previous alien technology, whatever that is, or just the new technology that is so, that we will have advanced very rapidly at the beginning of Pluto and Aquarius. So like, I'm not concerned that we don't have the technology. It's the implementation put in everybody's homes and then making it accessible worldwide and publicly. And so like things are going to be moving really fast. I also see healthcare system stuff come up, and like kids in their 20s coming into the workforce and kind of needing to be more healthcare. And again, we've already talked about the types of, you know, more like smaller communities. And anyway, but this is the time period where Saturn is like, yes, I'm feeling right. I'm feeling the vibe. But the inconjunct is going to be the separation between what is good for the whole and the large scale society and the transformation happening on like the widest scale versus the right thing to do for our inner circle. Because Aries starts as the self and just self and only focus on that. And as you move out, there's an expansion where Pisces is basically past the universe and into the spirit form. Aquarius is like society as a whole, and Capricorn is anyway, it goes up the scale of this can go and expand and contract depending on where you are in the chart. I feel like I'm really getting off track. Anyway, at the end of Saturn in Virgo, and I say this is going to happen at the very beginning of 2029, where Saturn goes retrograde at the last degree and really hammers down the good parts. That's what I'm trying to get at, is at the end of this, we will see the good parts. We will see the fruits of our labor. We will see the community and the compassion. Virgo is so incredibly compassionate. Just because they're an asshole doesn't mean that they don't have empathy and they don't have the understanding. Granted, do they twist it? My bias is showing. Besides the point, we're going to start seeing the good parts because we're also going to have Neptune going into Taurus at this time, which when that transition happens, it's going to be like, let's shake some more of the foundations of spirituality, but it's going to be in trine, at least, no, it's not going to be in trine, it's going to be that was an inconjunct, so it's going to be better than I'm currently giving it credit for. I'm running out of time, so anyway, just know that this time period, especially the end, 2039, like the end of that in September when it transitions into Libra, that's when that happens, but it's just going to be like, and it's going to just shoot into Libra. It doesn't go back into Virgo like it would some of the other signs. But yeah, I definitely see this as a very positive timeline. Uranus is going to be in Leo, so we're still learning and teaching. This learning and teaching moment is going to be Saturn and Virgo is teaching Uranus and Leo that, okay, you have all these projects, you have all these things you're creating, now perfect it. So we are going to perfect so many things globally and at home. It's going to be fantastic, and I really look forward to it. I'm so glad you've made it this far. Press all the buttons if they matter, and remember, peace, love. Talk to you later, fam.